Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Definitely helps us out a lot, and we're trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions. This is a cool one from EmpireOnline.com regarding a film from Zach Creggers. This director did Barbarian, and he has a new film coming out. I believe it's releasing in August. Has a pretty stacked cast, and it goes by the name of Weapons. This is definitely going to be an interesting horror film. So let's look a little more into the details, and then I wanted to discuss the promo a little more. Zach Creggers' Weapons reveals eerie first teaser image as mysterious movie tie-in website launches. Somehow it's been over 2 years now since Zach Creggers first announced Weapons, the filmmaker's hotly anticipated follow-up to surprise Airbnb horror smash Barbarian, enigmatically described as a multi- and interrelated story horror epic in the vein of Magnolia details on Creggers' latest, whose starry cast includes Josh Brolin, Julia Gardner, Benedict Wong, Amy Madigan, and Austin Abrams, have been largely kept under lock and key. But now, with the movie set to release in just 4 months, Warner Brothers is starting to kick Weapons' marketing campaign into gear, beginning with a teaser image and an in-universe tie-in website. A digital alarm clock reading 2:17 a.m. as pictured above may not seem especially significant on first glance. Creepy, sure, but not massively noteworthy. But then if you head over to the homepage for MaybrookMissing.net, where a landing page headline ominously reads 17 local children leave home simultaneously at 2:17 a.m., suddenly that time takes on a whole new significance, resurrecting the all but forgotten fine art of the in-universe movie tie-in website. Warner Brothers has teased the plot of Weapons with a full-on local net page detailing how 17 kids inexplicably of their own volition have left their homes in the small town of Maybrook at, you guessed it, 2:17 a.m. Accompanying the report are images of a child dancing in the street in the dead of night and a dankly lit house front, as well as an ingenious link to another story entitled Underground Prison Discovered in Rental Home. No prizes for guessing what that refers to, with the likes of Neon and A24 having proven themselves master of the modern horror movie marketing campaign in recent years, with their outside-of-the-box efforts to draw viewers into the likes of Longlegs and Cuckoo and Heretic and The Substance. Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema's opening gambit for Weapons is a bold one, and it's also one that promises Cregger, who's only recently signed on to direct a new take on Resident Evil, which I did report on last week, so go watch that video, is by no means done toying with and subverting his audience's expectations after the what the effery of Barbarian. What exactly made all these children disappear, and why specifically at 2:17 a.m. in the morning? And how, if at all, do the Weapons and Barbarian universes connect? Guess we'll have to find out when Creggers' newest nightmare hits cinemas on August 8th, 2025. And what I'm going to do now in this video is I'm actually going to show some screenshots of the website. And overall, pretty simplistic website. Definitely checked it out for myself. Really reminds me of a website you'd see maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s. It really just details everything we talked about in this information that I just discussed. And so you see that they're talking about the missing kids in the area, the 2:17 a.m. phenomena, as well as some little clips. Now, some of these clips are like 3 to 5 seconds, so nothing too crazy. You don't really see anything that's that scary. All you see is the kids running around clearly in the dark in random areas, different parts of the town where this is occurring. One thing that I did find interesting with the tie-in to Barbarian that I'm actually going to screenshot and put in this video as well. I get how they're trying to make it seem like this is a realistic event and that it's really grounded in reality, but the problem is they couldn't help but put a still of an actual shot from the film of Barbarian. And once you actually click the link, it goes into what happened in the events of that film. And if you haven't seen Barbarian, definitely go watch it. It's an interesting film that gets you thinking. But with the screenshot of the character that's in Barbarian, it's literally a still from the film. So it doesn't feel as organic as it's trying to play itself off to be. So I do think that was a misstep. And like I said, there is a link within this website for Weapons that goes into the events of Barbarian. So that was pretty interesting as well. But I did think it was overall a misstep. It doesn't really feel organic or realistic. It seems extremely corporate. So I think maybe they'll switch up some things. Maybe they'll add things to this new website. That's just one thing I took away from it. But I'm going to link the website as well in the description so you can check it out for yourself along with these screenshots. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, have you heard of this Weapons film? I think the promo has been extremely subtle for it, but now they are going to start picking up. I'm surprised they didn't start picking up a little earlier. I do understand there's a lot of big films coming out. Maybe they're just trying to get away from all the big summer releases and do the promo a little after those runs happen. But this film is going to be hitting theaters in August, so keep your eyes out for that. I do think the cast is pretty solid. It does have some promise. The director is okay. Like I said, the only work of his I have seen is Barbarian, and it's an okay film. Not the best film. I think it's something that gets you thinking, though. Definitely dark, so if he can implement all those elements into this, I think it'll be worth watching. And like I said, with that cast, that could take it over the top. But we will just have to see. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Let them know to subscribe as well and ring the bell for notifications. If I get any more information regarding weapons, I'll definitely be passing it on. With that being said, ladies and gents, be safe. It's Neff signing off.